think we're ready to start this up. This is the set we're doing here. And it's from 2021, but I think it just got retired last December. I've built it one time before, just once. This will be my second time with it. Yesterday, we built the older one. I think this is from 2006. Is that right? I can just look on my VODs. But yeah, somewhere between 2006 and 2009. I think 2006 is right. And it's pretty cool. This is how the wings open up into attack position. They're on rubber bands. You can see the rubber bands right there. And this twists and it opens up into attack position. Pretty cool stuff. So that's the 2006 model, if I remember correctly. Back into flying position, and we'll plop that right back up here. And get going on this guy. Start sorting stuff out. Just one bag of this stuff. Well, and a bag of printed parts, which is just the canopy right now. So I can take that out and set it aside. Make sure there's no little parts in the bag. Go ahead and take this out. It's the only printed part in the set, I think. So I usually put them all in a separate bag so they don't get as scratched. And we'll get to sorting by size. Hope everyone's doing well today. Pull these big pieces out first. I wonder what these are going to be used for. Just like in that model. Obviously wing pieces. Probably used for the front of the ship. I don't remember exactly. I built this once, but it was last year. What was it? Yeah, I think it was last year. Just pulling out some big pieces to set aside to make it easier to sort through the smaller pieces. We can get going on that though. Okay, scoot this aside. Now I'm just going to start separating what's in this container. just separating by size so I can find stuff once I get into the build, instead of having it just be one big huge pile of Lego. Some of these have stickers on, so I have to keep track of that. Just pull those aside. Adds a little time to the beginning of the build, but it'll make the rest of the build more efficient. I'm not going on a speed build here, I'm not trying to be fast, but the less time searching for individual parts during the build, the better. Once we get into the build, it's nice to just keep the pace going. More sticker parts, that's for a wing. Place these aside. This organization is just large pieces are going to be in here, medium pieces in here, small pieces here, and the micro pieces and connectors in there. Like all these pins and pegs and that kind of thing all go in there, plus these really small parts. This is just big enough that I'm going to put it in there. This is just my own system. Helps me keep track of where everything kind of is. And basically everything that's longer than 4 studs is in the big pile. Okay, making progress. the small and micro pieces now. A lot of little parts in this set. What was that last one? I did not see it. There you go. Thought it was the wrong place. Okay, I think these are almost all. Whoops. I'll just grab the last remaining small pieces out. The rest will be like micro, as I'm referring to them. It's just my terminology. Referring to my sorting system. Looks like this bin is really heavy on parts, so that's just how it's going to be. Is that 4? It is, yes. Okay. I think all of these can go in here now. That's gonna make this section pretty full. Yep. So all of these are what I'm considering micro for the purposes of sorting. Except that one. These are basically 1 by 2 or less in here. 1 by 2 flat or less. If it's a regular 1 by 2, I put it in here. And between 1 by 2 flat and 2 by 2 regular in here, and then bigger than 2 by 2 regular, but not longer than 4 studs in here. In this set, this turned out to be a pretty small section. It's usually pretty well spread out between these categories in most sets I've found. Ish. Just my own sorting method that I made up. Just to speed things along a little bit while I'm building. large parts in there. And the rest, that's it, aside from the minifigs. Plus these and these, which have stickers, and this printed canopy piece. So we're ready to go. Second time I built this ship. And we're going to build, unlike this ship here, which we built the back section first, and then the wings, and then the front section. We're going to build this in the opposite order, which I think is kind of saving the cool part for the end, which I kind of appreciate. We don't have bags. This has been built before, the bags are gone, it's all just separated into sizes, so all bags at once. Dump them out, this is what you get. I've got Luke around here somewhere. There we go. This is the correct Luke. He matches up. And the new C-3PO with the silver head. Here he is. Wait. Oh, and he has a back. The old, did I call him C-3PO? Wow. I called this dude C-3PO. We all know his name is Marvin. This is the new R2-D2, and it has a back. I don't think the old R2-D2, or a front, I'm sorry. There's the front. It has a back. Unlike old R2-D2s I have, which this is one of the old styles of Marvin the Paranoid Android, or whatever they call him. Come on, camera, do your thing. You got this. No! Anyway, there's no back. There's nothing on the back. It's blank on the old one. And it doesn't have a silver head, it's just printed silver. There we go. That was... whatever. Then there's also the red guy. The red version. Hey, that looks nice. Nothing on the back of that either. So that was a little trip down minifig lane. Set Luke aside and C-3PO Marvin. Set him aside. They'll hang out until the ship's built. Then they'll fly it. Alright, getting into it. I just knocked Luke over. So much for the force, buddy. I have to remember those pieces with stickers are put there, or I'll be like, well, where are those? Okay. I think this looks like what? 4x12. Yeah, 2x6. It's like 1x10s. Two of those, like so. On to step 5. Little cross-shaped hole in there. 2 of those in the back. It's probably where they connect with the back of the ship. These also have cross-shaped holes in them. Okay, that takes us up to step 7. Step 8 is... Careful. One, need 2 of those. There we go. 2. This is a 1x1 with just one single side stud, pointing off to the side here. One more of those, same exact piece. See it? I have visual contact. There we go. So, single. Usually the light shining on it helps. Anyway. That's step 8. Let's go to step 9. Also has a cross-shaped hole in it. Half tile, half flat piece. Okay, there's step 9. Step 10. I had the piece. There it is. That's it. Looks like this is going to be Luke's seat. Super comfy there. Oh yeah. Here we go. Step 11. Oh wait, nope. I skipped part of step 10. This is why it's a good idea to get all the pieces out first, so that when you have one left over, you know you skipped something. Okay. 4 flat white 1x3s. white 1x3 flats. Two of these, which I just took apart a minute ago, but that's okay. Right here, on either side of Luke's cockpit seat. Where are they hiding? They can't be too far. A 1x2 with two side studs there. Not too many places this guy can hide. There it is, you little fill in the blank. Evasive piece. You little evasive piece. Wow. Put that piece in its place. There you go. I mean, I literally put that piece in its place. Aside from the verbal lashing I gave it. There we go. I also put that piece in its place. A lot of that going around. Okay, we're good to go. This yellow won't be visible from the outside. Or the black, really. See what we're doing? We're getting the front of the ship going here. So it's tapered like this one is. As you can see, how that's tapered from here and gets thinner. Very nice shape. Very sexy. If you consider Spaceship sexy. Alright. Just one of these for now. But we'll be making another one. Might as well get the parts out ahead of time. Might even as well do the next part. Even though I might have to undo that in a minute. Definitely getting ahead of myself there. Okay, I need a couple hinges. Like that. Okay. So this one goes like that. That. That's what they want. And just one little 1x1 flat piece under here. And now what? Like that. little brown 1x1s with a Technic hole through the center. You can see there. Hole. This goes in the center here. Straighten them out. That gets us up to step 18. Step 19. Oh, whoa, what? Oh my goodness. So that's step 19 that we already did back on the last page. Gonna need that part times 1. Got my finger on the part. There it is. Okay. Right here. And another piece. Another one of these hinge pieces, what I'm looking for. There we go. There. This one's going to hinge the other direction. Okay. Now we attach them to the plus shaped piece there, and so there we go. That's going to taper for us like that, and gets hooked on here like that. So there you go. It's a little wobbly right now, but that'll get fixed, just like it did on the build yesterday. If you were watching me build the other X-Wing fighter, this one right there. To be specific, this guy. That was yesterday's build. From 2006, I think. Somewhere in that 2006 to 2009 range. I think it was 2006. Okay, back to the build. Back to the current build. This is the 2021 Luke Skywalker's, specifically Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, which that one wasn't. It came with a Luke, and it came with what's his name? Wedge Antilles or something like that. I can't remember. Book's over there somewhere. I think his first name was Wedge, though. Another one of those pilots. So this is a 1x8. Let's get all our parts out so we don't skip anything. I can't tell if that has a hole in it. Oh, it does. That picture does not look very clearly like there's a hole, but if I look through here, there aren't any other 1x1s that are brown. So there you go. Times 2. Times 2. This kind of pin times 1. And I already got that out. I think that's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why do I have 9 pieces out? Because I counted wrong. Yes. Because I counted those wrong. Okay. First of all, this guy. Both of these 1x1s with holes in them. Got a hole there at the end, which gets a pin put in it. All the way, I assume. Yep. Okay. You can put a axle in there. Stick these two together, and that matches number 5. Plop this on top for number 6. Whoa, hello. There's number 6, and the end, it wants us to do this. Stick it right on there. This piece, this bit at the end here, right on that piece. And then we'll stick an axle all the way through that'll go into this end bit right here, which is currently lined up with the hole in here. That'll happen in the next page, on the next page. There's our pin right there. But first, let's get 2 of these dark gray 1x's with a one centered stud, and these odd 3x's with 2 centered studs. Puts those studs one half stud offset. Oh, it's 3 of these guys. Three, right? Yep. Make sure I'm looking for a part that exists before I spend time on it. I've done it before. I've spent like 3 or 4 minutes looking for a part because I thought it was ×2 for some reason. It wasn't. So I was looking for a second piece when there's only one of that kind of piece in the whole set, and I'd already found it. So that was brilliant. That was a good way to spend streaming time. I'm actually going to do this pin first. There might be a reason to do it the other way, but this is really unstable until actually it's not. It's the same level as the table and the back here, so I can go ahead and do this stuff, except let's get it right. There we go. Okay, now put that pin 1-to-1 there. There we go. Ooh, careful there. And that pins in. That puts everything centered without hardly any wobble. Barely. Just tiny, almost imperceptible bit of wobble on these, but that's to be expected. It'll tighten up when we finish the top anyway, I'm sure. So more of these joints here, these hinge joints, and hinge goes on the inside there. I see, yes, this is going to be visible. This is that nice dark red. So hinge on the inside. There we go. That's going to be visible from the outside there. And the next step, we want 2 1x4s. 2 white 1x4s and 2 of the dark red 1x4s. Gotcha. Continue that line. And then white. There we go. That catches us up with 29. How did we get up to step 29 already? I'm not trying to build fast or anything. I could slow it down, that's for sure. That looks like 1x8s, I'm gonna guess. Oh, on the side there. Gotcha. Okay, I think they're 1x8s. Is this as far as it wants to go? Nope. I have it in the wrong place. There. That is. No. There is where it wants it. Yeah. Okay. So it covers up, completely covers up one side of the red hinge, but not the other side. And it doesn't cover up this gray. Also looks like a 1x8 and, well, 2 1x8s. Two 1x8s, and those are tiles. These 1x4s are flats. Let's go here. Sorry about that. And these go here. Yeah, that looks right. Still a tiny bit of give here, but that'll be gone in just a minute. Just a minute. A couple of these 1x2s with side studs on each side. You get back over there. 1x2 side studs on each side. 2 of them. And they're attached to each other with this little 1x2 flat piece, like so. And those are pushed together like that. That's what we have so far. Up to step 32. Get a couple of these dark red underside sloped pieces. There you go. Okay, this is going to connect on what we just added. Oof, be careful. Careful, leverage. It's pretty fragile right now. Let's move on. That's step 33. Check something real quick. Alrighty. All good to go. So now what's next? Two of those pieces. I see it. There it is. Alrighty. And this piece. Those go like that. This one like that. This step requires, should be easy to find this green one because it's bright green. I shouldn't have said that bit about being easy to find. I really shouldn't have said that. Now it'll be impossible to find. I keep knocking parts into the wrong bin. Okay, let me, oh, there we go. There we go. Tiny piece indeed. And this little guy. Booped that on the front there. This has steps, and so does that. So we'll match those up. Alrighty, and we've got these side studs here, and we're about to attach things to them. Even if it does look a little odd, this is the main criticism I have of this model. Actually, is the nose. I think this is the one X-wing fighter where the nose looks like it's on sideways. Okay, and I need this guy on there, like so. I think they're just trying to make it different from the old models. Honestly, that's what I think they were doing. Trying to do something different. But I think this style of nose still looks better, where it's not sideways. This one looks sideways to me. So, and the new model, not new model, the one that I have that's still new in the box that I'm gonna build probably on Monday. This one has probably the best nose in my opinion, because I think the gray works. Even though it's hard to tell really whether the nose is a different color on the original X-wing fighters. It seems like it is, but maybe not. Okay, these two on the back here. Oh, and the two 1x3s that I'm gonna forget if I don't do that right now. Alrighty. And those go. It's just two. Now I think we're going to add to the top here, and this will get a little sturdier, but it's already good. It's not really going anywhere, but this needs to not bend inside here, which it won't. Really soon, like now. Gotta straighten those out perfectly. The 1x1s go in a little crooked sometimes. Has to be perfect. Alright, then this goes on next. And that keeps anything from wobbling. No more wobble. No more wobble. Okay, now I need to look for... Aha! That was easy to find. This goes right there. Part looks like it glows in the dark, but I don't think it does. Alrighty. Stickers already put on from the first time I put the ship together. Ship with a P. Ship. Ship together. That's what I said. Alright, flip it. Okay, and things are going to get held together. But we do have inside there, if you can see it, there is a cross-shaped hole. There, you can almost see it reflecting in the light there. Inside that hole. And this is going to overlap it a little bit so that something will be able to go through there. I don't remember what. Might be landing gear. Probably is landing gear. So we're flipping it back over. Oh, yeah, flipping it back over after doing that, and just adding these two. Dark gray and a control panel. Nice little printed part. It's going right here, so Luke can fly this X-Wing. Because without this little piece of printed plastic, you can't fly this thing. Alright. Couple of these guys. Where are they? And two more 1x1s. There on the back. Gotta straighten them. There we go. It's pretty straight. Alright, here's the pieces that are going to connect the canopy on. Two of those. Alrighty. And a 1x4 flat piece along the back. Two of these curved, slopey top pieces. and one dark gray grid piece. Grid, you know, I don't know why I call that like a grate, a grating, you know, whatever. And now our canopy. There we go. Looks like that's mostly good to go. This is the mod I did on it. I thought it just seemed like it would look good with that there, so I put those there. They're a little dirty, but that's okay. They're old pieces. I need new ones. Just you know, you're leaving a couple of studs showing, but I thought it looked good. Lego loves to leave studs showing. And I don't want to cover them all up. There's a couple still showing, but alrighty. Get this piece. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're building the back compartment here, the part where the wings hook on, wings and engines hook on. Okay, and two of these. Let's go back here, like that, and that. 53. Ah, I see. I see what we're doing here. It's the bottom of the front. Bottom of the front part of the ship goes on like that. Nice. They made it match that part, so you know you're doing it right. Helps you gauge things. If they had made these blue parts white, it would be a little more confusing, but it's very clear the way they've marked it. They do that a lot using colors that don't show from the outside. They've been doing it even more lately with, you know, super bright pinks and greens. It's kind of fun. The inside of it is super bright colors, and then it's all covered by browns and blacks and grays and whites. Okay, get my black pins out. These axle pieces. 1-to-1 with that, looks good. And these get pushed into the back here. We had two cross-shaped holes. There we go. Now we're ready to jam that into the back part of the ship. This is probably going to get set aside for a minute, I'm guessing. We are setting it aside. So what do we need now? Alrighty. This T-shaped Technic part. with 2 pegs and then another Technic part, which has 5 holes. This looks right to me. There you go. And another Technic part, this time white. Also 5 holes. And another pin. Yeah, we got that. Another pin, and this same piece, but in a different place. Okay. Now these blue pins, that's not blue. So, and like so. Two of these are much thinner. Looks about the size of a flat piece. Maybe a little thicker, honestly. Hard to tell. They go on here like this. They're half thick. They're not 1/3 thick. At least, oh no. These are different. These things are different. These Technic pieces are not exactly the same height as a single piece, so never mind all that flat stuff. Okay, so we need 2 of these pins, 3 of these long blue pins, one more of those, one more of those, 2 these, and that's that. Start out with this and these blue pins. Push them all the way through on the long side. Okay, that matches 2. Now these guys that have holes going that direction, and then axle cross-shaped pieces going that direction, holes going that direction. So they want them stuck on here like this. All good. Step 3. Here's step 4. Push the axle side of these long black pins in. And we're going to flip this on its side. Stick this here. That matches 5. And then we're going to stick it to the other stuff we just made. I'm not quite sure how yet. Okay, got you. This hole here is going to have that pin there. Pretty sure, yep, there we go. So it gets stuck on here like this. Nothing's really stuck on yet. It kind of moves all around. But I don't think it's going to move all around. Maybe. Don't remember. This may be part of the wing mechanism. I don't remember. But we are caught up with the end of step 5. Step 5 was a 2-parter. So, now step 63. This was all step 62. It was a 6-parter, really. Even though step 6 didn't get its own number. Poor step 6. Two of those, and one of those. And where do we put these things? Okay, that's interesting. So it's coming up from the bottom, so up like... No. Wrong. Stuck in from the top, like that. Gotcha. I was wondering about that. Okay, and like this. That wasn't complicated. I just made it complicated. Now the red T-shaped part. It's exactly like the other one, the light gray one, as far as I can tell. Slide it down on there. It's not really on yet. It can fall off until probably the next step when it'll get locked in there. Step 65. Wow, what is all this? I didn't see the part. I did not see this part. I thought, uh-oh. Oh no. I don't know if any of these are supposed to be stickered later. Oh, look at that. Sticker sheet. Silly. These probably do get stickered later. Oh, they do. And I have to predict when that is and where these go. And this is the wing contraption, so okay, I think this is one, and then one goes over here. So I'm going to use this one now. I'm going to pull this off. Stick this on. Like that. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it was on there before. Okay. And I've got these two with stickers. Oh, and there's going to be one in the middle with this sticker too. Got you. Alright, I just got to pay attention and see. Yeah, okay, so if they align with this one, then the middle one is this one and the outside one is that one. I just got to stick with that. And this one's in the right place for now. So I got to back this back up. This is where I am. And this piece is this middle piece. So that's what I need now. I'll stick this aside for later. Oh, this is getting complicated. But pretty sure... Let me look forward again. Okay, the opposite side is where those go in, gets the sticker. Okay. Meanwhile, this goes back in here. Yep. Okay, that looks like that. Whew, it's difficult to reverse to figure these out with the stickers on there. But okay, this one now I know is the right sticker. We just need these parts. Kitty hacking up a fur ball. That's good content, isn't it? Alright. So I know the blue bars go in the opposite side as the sticker. Pretty sure about this, but not completely sure. Yep. Yep. And like that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Goes like that. Let's tell you, the sticker makes it extra confusing. But those stickers line up, and that's what I needed them to do. It's easier when you just build it with any of these pieces and then put the stickers on, but we got to figure out which pieces go where now, so it's an extra layer of difficulty, or challenge. Let's say it's an extra layer of challenge. Okay, and this little guy goes down right here, and we've locked in the proper piece in there, so that's good. Okay, next step, and I'm keeping this guy ready because we're going to need him in a minute. Don't know why I gave it a gender. Okay. Four of these. These are kind of the same as these, but these have 2 spaces long of axle and 1 space long of peg. These are 2 spaces long of peg and 1 space long of axle. 4 of those also. 4 of these. Okay. Oh my, and 4 of these kind of pegs too. That's a lot of pegs. That's a lot of pegs. In the wrong place. Where is this other pig? Uh-oh. Where'd you go, Peggy? Oh, it's still in the big container. When in doubt, look in the big container. Okay, so we have not even started yet because we needed that kind of peg, which goes all the way in here, all the way in there, and then these red ones go on the end here. And another one of these pieces. And you've got this, just symmetrical. And that gets put ×2. That explains this next step. It's a ×2 piece. So we need the exact same thing done over again. And I didn't put those other pieces in either, so wasn't even done building them. They each have these going through like that. There we go. Whoa! Okay, and these looks like this one goes here like this. That's what it looks like, and this one goes there like that. Okay, and this is going to be our, see how that happens, X-Wing kind of action. See, it's a pretty nice little gadget they've made here. And close back up for flying position. And we're about ready to need this because it's going to go on the outside here somehow. I don't really see how, but it will. In the next step, that's this piece, right? Well, we'll see, won't we? It's one of these two, and I'm not sure. Ah, okay. This is where we want this piece. Yep, okay. So we do use this plain piece for now. Tricky figuring this stuff out. That's the extra challenge to building it with the stickers already on. Particularly with this set. Okay. This guy and 4 black pins of the small variety. That goes like that. One more of those and 2 more pins. that. And one more of these, if I can find it. There it is. It goes like that. And this, apparently, with only 2 pegs out, sits here like this. So I'm cool with that. And then that makes this piece go on here like that. So that those two that we just put on there, and this sticker has to align with those. That was the tricky part, was the stickers, which are already put on. Woo, this is tricky too, getting 4 pegs. It's tough enough with just 2 or 3. But 4 pegs, let's see if we can align it as good as possible. There we go. There. And that's how that's supposed to look with the stickers. Luckily. And there's our X-Wing mechanism. So when you hold it there and push down on this button, it's hard to get the leverage when it's not solid into in the ship yet. But there you go. It's a pretty good mechanism. Now it wants us to put the stickers on there, but they're already on. And luckily we have everything in the right order. So this now goes okay with these 2 red axles going through the center here, that hole and that hole. Not the center one, but the 2 I'm pointing at. Right through like that. It just sits there for now. It just sits there for now, and that's a good break point because it's been 90 minutes, and about every 90 minutes or 2 hours I need to take a little stretch break, and I'm almost out of my water anyway, so I'm gonna go get my water, take a break, and we'll be back with looks like we're almost halfway on this ship. Almost. We got the whole back end to finish, and then the wings and engines. So back in a minute. Just give me 5 minutes. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back. It's the front end and cockpit and X-wing mechanism. Woo! Slides on and off for right now. You can see how it's going to work. Like that. By pushing on that button. Yesterday we put this guy together. It's the model from 2006, I'm sorry. Pretty sure it was 2006. Let's see, 6212 from 2006, pretty sure about that. Alrighty, now we're going to continue with this. Continue working on this back section here. We've just put this X-wing mechanism on here, and it's not really attached. It's just on these axles, skewered on these axles. So next section. There's my local train. Other streamers have hype trains, but I have real trains. Which do you think is better? Come on, it's not even a contest. Hype trains are all hype. Real trains, they're real. Okay. These guys have a cross-shaped axle hole in the middle. Same with these yellow ones that are going on next. So axle pieces will be able to fit through both of those. That's what number 83 looks like. Except I didn't follow the directions. I skipped 82. How about we don't skip directions? That would have really offset everything. Now it actually looks like 83. There we go. Couple of these little connector grabber guys, which are tiny, so it's going to take a second to find two of them. And these tiny little pieces, I don't know if you can even see what that's shaped like. And that's all for that step. Step 85. Just one of those. Okay, good. A couple of these. So one by one with side studs on two of the sides. Two sides. Okay, so now we've got side studs on this side and side studs on each of these sides. None on this side. That matches with 86. Now for 87, we turn it like that. Put this piece on the side there. And another. They could have just done that. Well, no, I guess this makes sense because they wanted to leave all this exposed to show you how it was oriented when you put it on. So that makes sense. It was just predictable. Two of these 1x4 flat dark gray pieces. This is feeling very, very like very solid little brick. That and these two. Dark gray, right? Two of them. Not sure what that sound outside is. Some sort of construction or something. My apologies if you can hear that. I bet you can. And that's the back of the ship. That's the details for the back, the very back side. The opposite of the tip. And that's going to get skewered. We've got a couple of skewer holes here, if you can see those. That's going to get skewered on there. And that's what's going to hold this together. And it'll hold it together pretty good, but eventually this will all... I see I've done this wrong. No? Oh, I see. It was... That's what I've done wrong. So there's two of these. That's what I did wrong. So that was actually right. Right? Yeah, okay. This is right. I did not have it on there right before, but now I do. Because I was confused about those pieces. So that's the back. And it's pretty sturdy. It's gonna be, yeah, it doesn't really, doesn't want to fall apart. It's pretty sturdy. Okay, that catches up with 93. Alright. I'll start building the side of this over here with these pieces. This is a ×2. It's not. Oh right, I forgot how these end up holding it together. Because right now you can pull it apart if you want to. It doesn't want to come apart, but it is pull-apartable. Pull-apartable? Pullable apart? I don't know. Alrighty. So this is an odd way of connecting them, but it's gonna work. Kind of a smart little way of connecting them, honestly. So that's what they have here, and then this goes in there like that. Now you've got this sticking through. Which seems odd now, but it ends up getting stuck to the side, so then it's actually hooked together. As long as this piece is clamped on the side, there's a couple ways everything's attached. They do that a lot in these newer models, make sure that things are attached in a couple different ways with Technic and then Brick. So nice. This piece is going to end up having this sticker on it, so I know that in advance because I can see it right there. Oh, and this is what connects it. Yeah. So there you go. Once this is clicked in place, this can no longer go anywhere. And there you have it. Boom. So now even if you pull on the back, it can't go anywhere. It's stuck by this clamping that in. And that little bar in there adds kind of a nice little detail. It's not anything, I don't think that was in the original ship, but it's a nice little mechanical detail. Even though it's not mechanical, it looks like some sort of machinery. Same thing on the other side with this panel. Okay, flip this around. Oh yeah, we haven't done the first part yet. I got ahead of myself there. Let's do the first part. There we go. That goes on there. Our little bar is all the way up here and gets locked into place by this. There we go. I think we're ready to start making wings. I need to blow my nose, so excuse me. Sorry about that. Gets dusty in here sometimes. Okay, and now we're turning it upside down completely. Ah, now that we have these together, this is getting even more solid. Even more solid with the brick reinforcement. Good stuff. Okay, now we're ready for wings. Bottom wings first, which on this model go upside down. On this model, you can see the studs there on the top of the bottom wings. This model has both wings right side up, and I think there you go, studs on the top. That's there's a little turn this mechanism back here. When you turn it, that's what makes the wings go into X position. Ah, this one's the same. Upside down. Bottom wings are upside down. So that's the one I'll build. I think on Monday. I'll have plenty of time on Monday because I don't think I'll have as much time tomorrow as I do the other weekdays. All right. So this would be bag 3. Still working on this. We're doing some landing gear. Right, the front landing gear is pretty simple. Well, I don't see that part. Oh, it's already in there. Hilarious. Okay, in order to actually build this set, I have to take it out and then put it back in. There we go. There we go. Since I'm building. It was already stuck in there. And, I don't know if you can see that, but then this connector will go right on there. Wait, that's, is that right? Is that how it wants me to do it? It is. Okay. That's not usually how those go together, but it does work. It just makes it pretty loose. And that goes in there. And that always just stays up. It can't collapse and go down. There are other ways to do it. On this ship, for example, it collapses. So that's in that's how it's in landing position and flying position. Collapses up there. Just one of the ways the models are different. Alright, we are going to set the body aside. We'll get to work on the first wing, the lower right wing. Is it though? No, I think it's the lower left wing, but upside down. That's what I think. Yeah, you see, if you can see that picture, it has landing gear on it. Landing gear there. That little paddle looking piece. Snowshoe looking piece. Snow ski, water ski looking piece. So this is the bottom left. Probably hear somebody's motorcycle out there. got this window right up here open, so otherwise it'll be a little warm in here. So I'm trading noisy for warm. It's Oakland. There's motorcycles all around this neighborhood. Can't avoid it. It is what it is. Just like all things that are. And this little shooter with the reminder, don't shoot your siblings' eyeballs out. Shoot them anywhere but the eyeball. I think that's what they're trying to tell you. Two of those. Okay. Step 103. 104 is add this, and it's a 1x10, so it has a little bit of a stagger there, a 2-stud stagger. Seems like some sort of dance, a 2-stud stagger. All right. Like our motorcycle friend is driving off. That'll be nice. There we go. And one of these right here, except it's oriented that direction. Size check. Checks out. 3 of these. One of these little white rings. That's all. Okay, first the white ring, then one of the gray pieces, then these get held in between while you slide that one through. It's a tricky maneuver. I've already failed. Okay, here we go. Oh, Phew. Okay. Tricky one. Hold on, let me take a look at. All right. Okay, and what comes next? Did I skip it? I did not skip a step. I thought this was this. Okay, one of these guys and one of these. And then one of those and 2 of these. Gotcha, and that's how the wings will attach. Those 2 Technic holes for the Technic pegs. And 2 of these 1x1s with a cross-shaped Technic axle hole. Coming along nicely. Looks like a wing starting. And this is the underside. This is the underside. This is the top of the lower left wing. That's all we're adding in this step. And there. Well, we've built this wrong. So let me back this up and figure out where I went wrong. No, it's right. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So everything's built right so far, but this has this. There's no back to it, so it can overlap all these pieces, which is what it does. It sits on top of them, kind of covers them, which didn't make sense to me at first. Gotcha, though. There we go. Two of those. Four of those. Oh, what's up, Recon? How you doing? Hope I didn't ignore you for long. Interesting. Okay. So the top of this brick doesn't touch down on anything. I can see there. I'm surprised it doesn't, but that's okay. It doesn't really need to. And neither does this one. I think when I built this, I might have stuck a piece in there. I think I did, just so it would seem more stable, but good, good, I'm glad to hear. I'm doing well, enjoying this build. This is the second time I've built this. It's this guy right here. The X-Wing that they just retired, I think, in December. Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter specifically. So, having fun building this one. I enjoy this set. I like building X-Wing fighters. Yesterday, we did this old guy from 2006 with the old rubber band X-Wing mechanism back here. Like so, as you do. With the original rubber band from a million years ago, but, you know, it hasn't been built the whole time, that's for sure. Or at least the original rubber bands from another Lego set. They're definitely the white Lego rubber bands, but... So now we're working on this one, and Monday, I think, we're going to do this one, which is from 2018. I still have it new in box. I'm going to rip that sucker open. I'll be gentle, though. I like to keep my boxes. Alrighty. Working on the lower left wing now. This is the body we've made so far with our canopy. Looking pretty good. The canopy actually goes the right direction. It's narrower at the top and wider at the bottom. A lot closer to how the actual X-Wing fighters are. Unlike the old model, which has the canopy that they used for the Y-Wing fighters too. Looks more like a Y-Wing fighter canopy. Yes. Okay. I've got ones with stickers on them, so gotta set those aside. Same with this one, it has a sticker. Set those aside because the bottom ones don't. They're stickerless because no one looks at the bottom of the ship apparently. And that's where this is going to go. On the bottom wing. Looks pretty good. And now the landing gear, since this is actually upside down right now, it goes upside down on the ship so that the wings can collapse together flat. This is one of the best models for the wings collapsing together flat. I've heard the UCS X-Wing fighter, which is still available. That one, the wings don't quite collapse all the way when it's in flying position, so it's kind of designed just to be, put up in attack position, just to be left like that. So anyway, this is the bottom wing, so there's the landing gear, because it'll go like this. There we go. We're just gonna, I guess this wing it's not done because the back of the engine has to go in here. So we'll do that. I guess we'll mount the back of the engine once the wing is already mounted to the ship. Let's finish building the laser cannon in the meantime. I prefer to leave these more like that. They choke them way far back, but I feel like this is closer to what they look like on the ship. I don't know, probably not. I just think they look better like that. I should probably choke them back further, but Okay. Bottom wing goes on now before the engine gets attached. There we go. And something just fell off. It happens. The front landing gear fell off because it's attached in kind of a semi-flimsy way. It's two different joints that aren't usually attached to each other. It works, but it kind of falls off. All right, so next step has got to be building the back of the engine. Nope, guess we're gonna do those last. Set this ship aside. start building the top right wing. No, you can see the landing gear there at the top. This is the bottom right wing. Yeah. And the other missile launcher. Don't shoot your siblings in the eyeball, kids. One by 10. Staggered by 2 studs there. I skipped ahead, didn't I? Skipped ahead here. Let's do this first. Okay, now we're caught up. This will stabilize everything. Finally, that 1 by 10 is stuck in nicely, and so is that. And here we go, starting to make the laser cannon for this wing. This is the tricky step, just holding them in there while you push that through. It's harder than it looked. Okay, making good progress here. For anybody lurking, Recon 108 also builds Lego. So if you want to go check out somebody else who also builds Lego, click that link right there and go follow Recon. That's my advice to you. Go. No problem, Recon. It's the Twitch way. And I am going to stick that extra little piece in. This side of the wing. Because I know I put these little extra pieces in. Just extra 1x2s. I could tell there was an old one used on the other side. And I was wondering, why is there an old piece in this new kit? But now I remember, because I put them in that little 1x2 space that I complained about on the last ring. Actually, I probably have 4. Yep, these guys are older bricks, but they check out. So I'm gonna hold them aside there because I know where they go. And it's can't really call it a mod because it's just a tiny little placement, but it has a hollow space that if you fill it, it makes it a little stronger, just a little bit. Because otherwise, the top end of these bricks are just floating out over an empty space, and I don't like that. Okay. These have the cross-shaped Technic axle hole. No, I did not call anybody an axle hole. Okay, 3 of these guys. Right there, and right here, and this right here is the space I'm talking about. It shouldn't be empty, so I've placed an old Lego in that space to make it flush across, to make it level across the top here, so that when the next pieces get put on, they're actually attached here instead of floating in space. I don't like the floating in space part. Oh, I'm getting a step ahead of myself. A couple steps. I'm talking about this step right here. You can see that's just an empty space there, that gap. Don't like the free floating air. Shouldn't be there. So this comes next. With there. Oh, not this one. Saving these for the top, but this is the bottom. This is the bottom wing. So it gets no sticker because it's not as visible. All right. There we go. Now you can see how these pieces come in here, and if this gray piece I just added in the middle of there wasn't added, they'd be floating in air, but now they're going to be actually pressed down onto a stud, so that seems sturdier to me. And it's just one extra 1x2, and they could have upped the piece count by 4 bricks. Whatever. It's sturdier that way, so that's how I build it. That's why I have these extra pieces in here. It's easier to keep this nice and level too when that's in there. Okay. 2 of those. And a tiny little black axle piece in there. This will be there in a second, so I might as well put it there now. These 2 guys on what's now the top but will be the bottom. I found the other old one. Okay. So this is going to flip upside down with this maneuver. Now this landing gear can go on there, and that'll be on the bottom. Like that. I think we're ready to put this... No, Need to finish our laser cannon. Go. See, that's just where I like them. I put them both in the same spot. Okay, and that gets clicked on here. Click. There we go. Now we've got a wing fighter. No X yet, just a wing fighter with landing gear that points forward if you point it forward, and this one falls off quite a bit, but you can see the landing gear. There you go. So we're gonna set this wing fighter aside. Get to work on the upper wings. Hey V, how's it going? Good to see ya. Welcome on in. We are building this guy right here. Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter specifically, not just any old X-Wing fighter. Yesterday was this guy. The 2006 model of X-Wing fighter. And we're getting close to the end here, building the upper wings. This is how far we are so far. Lower wings built, no X yet, just a wing fighter. Uh-oh. Oh, again. The landing gear piece fell off. That just keeps happening. It's because of how it's attached. Yeah, so getting close to the end here. And this landing gear here just it barely sticks on. Can knock it off real easily. Yep. So when you land this spaceship, you have to be super careful or you'll knock your landing gear off. Okay, ready for the upper right wing. Ooh, gonna mute while my dog goes nuts. Well, I missed muting for all the barking. He stopped barking as soon as I muted. So let's get to winging. How you doing, V? Hope you're well. Alrighty. Caught up with step 147. There he is. Okay, now we need one of our parts with stickers. Ooh, you pre-ordered all the new Speed Champions? Nice. Very nice. Fun. I love building cars. I put that on wrong, which means it's the wrong piece. Because the sticker's oriented the right way, but the studs are oriented the right way, but the sticker isn't. Here we go. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 stripes for red 5. Gotcha. We'll set that aside. Well, that's cool. So pre-ordered all the stuff that hasn't been released yet, huh? Nice. Alrighty. 3 of these guys, same as before. And one of these on the back. Here's the tricky maneuver. There we go. And another one of those, and one of these. Two of these guys on the end. I'll probably start building cars as soon as June starts, because I'm going to stick with StarWars models through the end of May. I think I still have enough to pull it off. I don't know how many days are left. It's already the 16th, the 17th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. We'll see. I think I have enough without doing any duplicates. I mean, I could stretch it out easily. I could start building the UCS Millennium Falcon and stretch that into June, but I'm not going to do that. Getting ahead of myself here. Is it just one of these? Getting way ahead of myself. Can you hear the dog growling? He's a nut. He probably sees a dog across the street. Okay, I'm doing this all out of order. Okay, I'm enjoying myself and it's getting done at the same time. Just a minute, let me scream at my dog. I screamed. I said, Jocko, no more of that. Hey, seriously. Goofball. I'm sure you can hear that. Jocko, that's quite enough, thank you. Okay, it did want me to put this on. I don't know why it didn't tell me to put 2 of them on before. And here comes my extra piece. Jocko, hey. Don't do it anymore. He's caught in the curtain like a dingbat. Okay, please move. Please move. Thank you so much. Wow, that's some stinky breath. Someone needs his teeth brushed. Alright. You ordered Razor Crest too? Which is my last Star Wars for now. Yeah, I would say that makes the that kind of blows the budget out right there. But that's cool. Much envy. I have Lego envy. Okay, which piece do we need here? Yeah, I'd love to build that. I'd love to build that. Wait, this is the wrong one. I need this one. There we go. I'd like to order that TIE Interceptor, the UCS one. I have the little guy here who's still available with the Fang Mandalorian Fang fighter, but I would like to order that UCS one. Another one I want to get real bad is that Dune Ornithopter. I want to build that really bad, but we're just gonna have to wait and see how my money situation ends up over the next couple weeks. You know how that goes. Wish I had enough money. Not interested in the UCS or the Ornithopter. Not interested in Dune. I think that looks like a really fun build. I like the way it ends up looking. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, those are the two I really want to get right now. But I'm waiting. Okay, for these. Waiting very patiently. There we go. Okay, I think that's all up to date. Oh, okay. That goes in there. And this Technic axle goes in there, and oh, there they are. Which one is this? This one gets this sticker. So we'll stick it on like that. Let's see down there. I had to look ahead for the sticker confirmation. There we go. I think that's right. Everything looks pretty good, except I put the dish in a different place from where they want us to. Alright, they want us to stick it on. So here we go. We're gonna click it right in there. Those two pegs right there, and those two holes. There we go. Clicked. It's very sturdy, actually. So we're getting there. Almost in X formation. I'm going to push it down for now. Time to start the final wing. Okay. That's all the pieces in our big box. I can set that aside for now. And that's going to be this piece, the other top wing piece for Luke's ship with the 5 stripes for red 5. There we go. Step 170. Let's making that final laser cannon. This has been really fast. This is faster than the build went yesterday. I'm surprised. It has more pieces than this X-Wing fighter. Like 50 more pieces. But it seems like it's gone faster, like by an hour. Interesting. Maybe it's just a more straightforward build. There it is. Didn't see that. There we go. And our connectors, where the ship's going to click in to the body. Definitely, I'm not trying to build fast, but I guess it's just a fast build. I think this will take quite a bit longer, this one, because there's 730 pieces as opposed to less than 500 on both of these X-Wings that I built. Last two I built had less than 500, so. Okay. And I know both of these are going to go in eventually. So I might as well put them in now. And these are going to go in. And then I've got my extra piece for the empty space to make it not empty. And then these go on. That. Step 177. There we go. And for these guys to fill out the rest of the curves for the engine. It's not perfectly round, but it works. That might be why they left a space in there, because it's a little hard to get those in, but it's the same with these end pieces. It's just a little tricky to fit them in. I missed some pieces in there, and I'm gonna back up and put them in because they're supposed to be in there. Otherwise, I have pieces hanging off. So let me go back, fix this. Alright, fix my mistake. That's why I was having trouble getting the end piece off, because it was just hanging in midair in the wrong place. Okay. And now we're going to have a tile piece 1x4 right there. Right. Is that next? Yep. And a small axle piece going right in there. And now, the other sticker piece that has that yellow part on top. It kind of looks glow in the dark, but I don't think it is. I don't see anything. I don't think it glows, no. It just looks like that color. I don't know why it would glow. Okay, and we still haven't finished off our laser cannon here. I think that's the last thing we have to do before sticking this on there. And then we have to finish up the engines in the back, because the engines are not entirely, they're not entirely done. So let's finish off this other laser cannon. That's where I like them. We've got our pegs there and our Technic holes. So click it right on there. There we go. So there it is, with the wingtips able to be together. That's pretty nice. In the flying position. Now I just need to finish the engines in the back. They're not done. So that's what's going to come next. Let's just set this right here. I'm going to mute while my dog barks at the neighbor coming home. Guess he's done barking. So we're doing ×4 on this. And this is the pink flame shooting out of the back of the engine. Stick that in there. Like so. And stick that on there like so. Right? Sure thing. Let's do that a couple more times. That's not correct. That's not correct. Try that again, but let's do it right this time. Here we go. Whoa! Engines are rolling away. Okay, and for these guys, that and that. These are the back part of our engines, the small part that extend out a little bit past the end of the ship. And those are extra parts I added. Plus our lasers. Alrighty. These get stuck like this. Well, now what happened to... There it is. Gotta make sure that's on there. Okay. And the bottom ones. And those just click into place there like that. And there you go. She's all done. Almost too big to fit on screen. What else do they have to tell us? Yep, they are telling us how to shoot the lasers. She's all done. So let me demonstrate. Pushing the button. This is our nice plane flying along in traveling mode, but push this button right here and it goes into X-Wing mode, attack mode, with those lasers spread out farther. I think it looks pretty dang good. Pretty nice looking model. Not bad. And those just get collapsed by pushing them back together. So there you have it. And let's see here. Is anybody else streaming Lego? Because we could go and take our people over there. How about, let me take a look here. Of course my screen is obscured. I do not see anybody building Lego right now, so I think we're just gonna call it a night. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Our model is complete, and I think on Monday is when we're gonna build this one. Monday afternoon. So if you want to see this, please join me for that. It's new in box. So I'll be the first one to build it, and it'll be the first time I've built that model. So there you go. Thanks everyone. See you later.